This is KGW News at Sunrise.
New developments overnight in the helicopter crash that killed Iran's president and foreign minister. Details on the crash and who replaces the country's president coming up in our top story.
And a hike with friends turned deadly in the Columbia River Gorge over the weekend when a young woman fell to her death. This is the second deadly fall in the area just this year. The details coming up in just a few minutes.
Also this morning, we're going to take you back to this weekend's Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. Look at those guys.
Distinguished.
Yeah, they're distinguished. They're all gussied up.
You and I were not invited.
Are you more likely to appear at the World Naked Bike Ride, Rod, or the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride?
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
All right, let's talk about this event. The Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, how it aims to support men's health worldwide. Coming up in just a few minutes.
Yeah, distinguished for sure. Hey, welcome to a Monday. Glad you're here with us. Interesting stuff because today is supposed to be beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And then changes.
Yeah, so of course nothing unusual about the up and down,
Yeah.
but here we go. Today we're up. Here's a look at the Wells Fargo camera, seeing an increase of cloudiness in the sky after a pretty clear night. We're at 47 degrees right now. This will be the one day of completely dry weather, some sunshine, and the warmer temperatures before our system comes in tomorrow. 39 in Sherwood, our big story at hand, cool spots, including 38 in Forest Grove and Hillsboro. Dallas 39. There is a frost advisory for parts of the Mid and South Valley, but not seeing anything really approaching freezing at this hour. Corvallis is at 37. PDX 47. I've got us 57 to noon. A lot of sunshine coming today. We may cloud up a little bit through mid-morning, then the clouds would go away. I have us getting up to a nice round 70 for a high. Here's Chris.
That looks gorgeous. All right, let's get you out the door. Live look at the roads right now. We take you up to Jensen Beach near the Interstate Bridge. There's the northbound span. There's the southbound span. And no matter your direction, you're in pretty good shape, as is the Glenn Jackson Bridge. I-205 moving pretty good as well. And we'll switch gears real quick, take you down to the Gladstone area. This is I-205 through Gladstone. You can see traffic is very light. Guys, so far on the freeways, no crashes, no unexpected freeway delays just yet.
Chris. We start our news headlines this hour with a developing story in the Middle East. State media in Iran is reporting that the country's president died in a helicopter crash. NBC's Drew Petrimo brings us more from Washington, D.C.
Breaking overnight, no signs of life in a helicopter crash carrying Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi, according to Iranian state media Monday morning. The president was returning from a visit to the Iranian border with Azerbaijan, with a government delegation including the foreign minister, when the helicopter he was traveling made a crash landing. They were commemorating the inauguration of a dam just 375 miles from the country's capital, Tehran. At least 40 crews have been deployed to the area, including drones and search dogs. The nation's interior minister says restricted visibility due to poor weather is believed to be the cause of the crash. The Iranian cabinet held an emergency meeting on Monday following the announcement of Raisi's death, according to Iranian state media. The chair where Raisi usually sits during cabinet meetings was vacant, draped with a black sash with a picture of him next to it, according to a photo shared by state media. Mohammad Mokhbar, the 68-year-old first vice president who was next in line to succeed Raisi, led the meeting. According to the Iranian constitution, a new president must be elected within 50 days. During a press conference Sunday, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer reacting to the news.
So I've just spoken to the intelligence authorities. At this point, there is no evidence of foul play.
White House officials confirming yesterday that President Biden is being updated on the situation.
Again, that was Drew Petrimo reporting for us this morning. Drew mentioned First Vice President Mohammad Mokhbar in that report. State media in Iran is also reporting now that Mokhbar has been named interim president.
And we have an update to a story out of Kelso this morning where a California man reported missing there has been found dead. Kelso police say Sean Riley was found in the Cowieman River near Monasco Drive. His family started searching for him a little over a week ago after a surveillance video showed him leaving his hotel room in the middle of the night. Police say he appeared to be in extreme distress and he left most of his belongings in the hotel. Riley's family said he did not have a history with drugs or mental illness. Investigators are working to figure out the cause of death.
In downtown Portland, first responders pulled a body from the Willamette River on Sunday. Someone called and said they saw the body just after 12:30 yesterday afternoon near the Steel Bridge. The body is now being taken care of by the medical examiner who will determine the person's identity and cause of death.
The Multnomah County Sheriff's Office says a woman fell to her death while she was out hiking in the gorge Sunday afternoon.
This is the second time this year that a hiker has died in that area. Devin Haskins joins us live from our newsroom now with more information. Good morning there, Devin.
Yeah, good morning. The Sheriff's Office says the woman was hiking with 5 of her friends at Horsetail Falls on Sunday when she fell to her death. The woman is in her 20s. We're still waiting to learn her name. Now, according to the Sheriff's Office, she became separated from her friends at some point during the hike and went off the trail and fell about 50 to 60 feet. The Sheriff's Office is also saying a group of other hikers tried to perform CPR on her before rescue crews arrived, but weren't able to save her. On Sunday night, search and rescue teams arrived along with the medical examiner, climbed the hillside, and recovered her body.
It's easy to get lost up in these trails. There's a lot of trails that kind of intersect. Not all of them are clearly marked in every area of the trail. And then if you go off trail, it can be very dangerous. And unfortunately, that's what happened here. This young lady separated herself from her group, went off trail, and ended up falling.
This is the second hiker to die in the gorge this year near Horsetail Falls. Back in March, a woman in her 60s fell and died while hiking alone. Christine.
Thank you for that report, Devin. Portland police hope someone knows something about an unusual case in downtown Portland. For weeks, someone has been throwing canned goods from a 23-story apartment complex on Southwest Jefferson and Broadway called the Ladd Tower. People tell us they've had to dodge cans and had property damaged too. Building management says they were not able to find any evidence that it was coming from one of their tenants. And also, police can't search apartments without a warrant or consent. So if you know anything, contact Portland Police.
Here's a question for you on this Monday morning. Why are these bikers all dressed to the nines? Get a better shot of them coming up here. Rod Hill is moving to the monitor so we can see the well-dressed bikers. These riders were all taking part in the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride yesterday in downtown Portland. The ride, held at multiple locations across the world, raises money for prostate cancer research, suicide prevention, and men's mental health.
It's kind of a funny, cheeky fact that we're supporting prostate cancer research since we're riding motorcycles, on our bums, and so I think there's a little fun, kind of tongue-in-cheek aspect to the whole thing as well.
You were looking for.
Well, he looks nice, that gentleman there.
You were looking for more of those shirts and ties and things of that nature, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Last year's Portland Ride raised about $30,000. For more information on how to donate and participate in the next ride next year, you can visit gentlemansride.com. Man, Rob was up against those monitors, Christine.
I know.
Where are the suits?
I saw.
Where are the tuxedos?
We almost shot that like we shoot the naked bike ride. It's like we just shot the street and the tires on the road. I'm like, what?
These are distinguished gentlemen, though.
Yeah.
Well, we'll never really know, actually.
So yesterday, great weather for that ride. Today, good weather again, and then things start to happen.
Yeah, absolutely correct, sir. Here's a look at the headline that basically says what Drew just mentioned. The big headline this week, active weather-wise, is tomorrow and Wednesday. Developing rain tomorrow, and realize this will not be showers. This will be developing rain going into the afternoon, and at least for the North Valley, widespread soaking rainfall for several hours. And then that is followed by a scattered pattern on Wednesday. But Wednesday could be pretty active with heavy downpours, hail, and maybe a rumble of thunder. So those are the two most active wet days. Now for today, we get a break of everything. We certainly have been on this run of the cooler weather that we talked about last week. Today we break out of it for one afternoon. We'll have sunshine. We're in the middle of kind of nothingness right now, if you will. And I like our chances of getting up to 70 degrees. We are seeing increasing cloud cover after a clear night. We're now seeing a march of some low clouds increasing overhead. But those clouds will come in and then they'll get out of here later this morning. We're at 47 in Portland right now. Salem McNary Airfield, that weather station's been down for over a week at this point. When I talked to the weather service, they said they're waiting on a part to fix it that is back ordered. That's why Salem is not reporting a temperature. 37 in Newport and Eugene, 49 out in the Dalles. It is freezing over in Bend this morning, 32. And here's a look at the cloudiness, mainly in the North Valley and up into Southwest Washington this morning. That goes away. Here's your afternoon, beautifully sunny. And then here comes tomorrow morning, rain hitting the North Coast right from the get-go, coming into Portland later in the morning. And then this is fairly steady, widespread rain, at least Portland down towards Salem. This breaks it up in the evening, but that's a wet day. And then we've got scattered showers to follow on Wednesday. And this may be underplayed. I think there's going to be quite a few showers Wednesday, including some hail showers, downpours, maybe a rumble of thunder. This shows you a pretty good soak coming. It really likes heavier rain from Portland up to the north. Kelso 46 100s, Astoria 69 100s, and Portland 36 100ths of an inch, and then only a tenth of an inch or less down around Salem. We'll see if that cutoff continues to be in that spot, more to the north, less to the south. But decent rain amounts across all areas. Snow levels on Wednesday, by the way, would be down to about 4,000 feet, which would probably mean wet Cascade passes, but the potential of seeing some snow showers in the air during the day. All right, for today, upper 60s, Corvallis, Salem, McMinnville. I like Portland and Vancouver's chances of hitting 70. Also Battleground, Longview 66, northwest winds 5 to 15. Here come the 7-day numbers. By Thursday, there probably is a lingering shower chance, but mainly dry. There's actually a weak system that fires up a few showers on Friday. Could be a lingering shower on Saturday. This is Memorial Day weekend, of course. Sunday, sunny and 74. And right now, the following Monday, the holiday, would be sunny and 76. And that is your update from this distinguished weather.
Very distinguished. Love it, Ron. Thanks.